Hipper here. So today I'm taking out one of the really old horses in this race here, and it is the Tirpitz, the good old tier 7 German battleship. But first, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment if you enjoy this video. Then let's have a look at my build, because I am using John Luke Pickup here as my commander, and I have a full dispersion build with Scharnhorst as one inspiration and Cunningham as the second inspiration. Then I have Flammable Cannoneer, I don't really care about fires, Gyrating Drill Bits for extra AP damage, Marksmanship for better dispersion, and Reaching Out for better range. And then I have Will to Rebuild here, and that's pretty much the same build I use on Bismarck and Scharnhorst and Gneisenau, really, and it works really well. Here I have Target Acquisition, and I forgot to put Concealment System on, but obviously you should pick that one instead. I just forgot to do it, and that's what I used in this battle, so that's what I'm showing. But obviously, Concealment is much better, so pick that. 3 repair parties and 4 spotters, and the reload time is much faster with my commander here, so you can actually get to use all 4 spotters, which is awesome. Alright, so I haven't really been playing Bismarck a lot lately, and it's a shame, because it's a really good ship. It's really, really tough. It has turtleback armor, and it is equipped with torpedoes. And I actually prefer the torpedoes over the better secondaries on the Bismarck. I know Bismarck gets sonar as well, but it's so rare you get to use that. So I actually prefer Tirpitz. I think it is the best German battleship out there. It's even better than the newer Brandenburg, because although Tirpitz guns aren't amazing by any, stretch of the imagination, they are only 15-inch. They still hurt a lot more than the smaller guns on like Odin and Brandenburg and Scharnhorst and all that stuff. And battleships, well, they need big guns. So yeah, Tirpitz is my pick. So I used to play this ship a lot back in the beginning when it was, new and fresh, and was actually one of the stronger battleships in the game. Yeah, sure, lately it has been, facing a few strong battleships, and especially when you are in battles where you are facing Yamatos and other legendary battleships. Tirpitz, it suffers a little bit. It suffers a little bit, but most tier 7 battleships suffer when they face legendaries. And if you get a good battle, not necessarily a brawling battle, because you can see I'm not using a brawling build here. I'm using a full dispersion build on Tirpitz. And I know the German battleships have a reputation for being inaccurate, and that's true for Scharnhorst in particular. I don't think it's that true for Tirpitz, and it's not true at all for Bismarck. That thing is as accurate as pretty much any other battleship in the game, I think. Tirpitz is... perhaps it's the same. I think it's a little bit less. But anyway, I will now show you exactly how accurate this ship here is. Because we have an almost full health Massachusetts here. And we have the spotter plane, of course. And look at that. Removed in one shot with 4 citadels and about like 60,000 damage in one shot. So look. When Tirpitz gets to show off from its good side, well, this ship here is one heck of an opponent. So in this battle here, we are facing a bit of a problem over here on this flank because, we are the weak flank. Obviously, there's 3 ships over here and 6 on the other flank, and that's how it should be because, the weak flank challenges the weak flank here. So that's, makes sense. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but whatever, it makes sense. And just waiting for this Weimar here to, stick its conga butt out from the island here, and then we're going to absolutely make sure he doesn't do that again. And there he is, and we fire again. I was hoping for this to be a one-shot kill, just like on the battleship before, but I aim a little bit too far to the back. I didn't know he was going to stop reversing that quickly. Anyway, we took about almost half his health, so not bad at all. So these 2 guys over here are in a division, and they are not doing well. what I was expecting them to do, and I'm even asking them to actually, perhaps, go for the cap, and they even take the time to reply to me and say negative. So I'm just not going to help them out at all. So instead, I'm going to focus on this Weimar here, because it's really the only threat to me over here. There is a destroyer, but I don't think that's much of a problem over here, and it looks like they actually removed it anyway. So only the Weimar left, and if I could just have this Hipper here actually push in and then push the Weimar out from under its slimy rock, then I can just remove him. It's very, very simple. But the Hipper doesn't want to push in. I don't know why, because that's what Hippers do. So instead, I'm just sitting here wasting time, really, and I need to go over on the other flank and help out, and I can't do that until this Weimar is gone. So and then I'm just, looking a little bit over on the other flank here, and it looks like the Reds are starting to push towards our flank over here, because it looks like they can't really push through forwards. So instead, they're going to try to go, sideways, I guess. So that changes things. The main threat is no longer this Weimar over here, although he's annoying. But I need to just angle my Tirpitz here, so I can't take any incoming citadels over from the other side of the map. And luckily, the Weimar decides to, do a little bit of conga again here with the stern. And here we get like terribly trolley dispersion and not able to take it out. And that's like a pure shame. But it happens on pretty much all battleships, not just the Germans. Even on a super accurate Yamato, you get like salvos like that, and it's just part of the game, and you just have to accept it, unfortunately. But you can see the cruisers are starting to push now, and I will have to position myself in such a way that they can't burn me down, because I have flammable cannoneer on my build, so I'm easy to set on fire. And one of them is a Kutuzov, and that's a real fire starter. So we don't like him. We see if we can't remove this Eugen here, because obviously we don't want him to come in close. That would be, painful. And again, we get a second good salvo there with a citadel, but only one citadel. I was expecting more, to be honest. But in the meantime, it seems like the Weimar and the Hipper have, I don't know what they did. They removed themselves from the map, and that means that this flank here is safe. All I have to do now is just repel this attack here, and then I can join up with the forces on the other side. And to do that, I'm using all the islands here to my advantage. I keep trying to break line of sight between, especially the Chapayev here, because the Eugen is too far away to really be a threat. But the Chappie is moving in, and he has torpedoes, I believe. I can't remember if it's Kutuzov or Chapayev, but I'm not going to take the chance here. And I actually think I called it a Kutuzov before, but it is a Chapayev. So anyway, I'm going to use, like I said, the islands to my advantage here. And I just want the Chappie to come closer, because he's bow on. I can't really strike him here with my 15-inch guns. So I'm just going to wait until he's closer and then hope I can torp him, or I don't know, something happens. But right now it's just a waste to shoot at him. So that's why I'm looking at different targets. And this Alaska here is I could be lucky to death strike him here and take him out of the game, but I'm not. So instead, I'm just going to ground my ship here behind the island, so to keep myself safe from any torpedoes that this naughty Russian cruiser here might fire at me. So that means that if he wants to torp me, he will have to approach me on either the left or the right side, and that means that obviously I can get my torpedoes into action again, because I don't want to show my torpedoes to him, because he can potentially take them out with an HE salvo. They're really fragile. And here we just another shot on the Alaska here, and we have a much better luck this time here. So the Chappie is going around the island on the left, and that's obviously okay with me, because that means that I can get my torps in. And if this player is worth his salt, he's going to go as close to the island as possible. So I wanted to wait longer to fire my torps, but I have to get out of the way, because it looks like he's actually, just YOLOing me, and I cannot take I don't want to take all his torpedoes. I'd rather miss my own and then just remove him with my guns instead, which is what I'm doing here. The torpedoes are nice when you get to use them, but you know, don't sacrifice your ship to get a torpedo strike. It's not worth it. So as you can see, in the meantime, the red team has just totally fallen apart here. And this Eugen here is pretty much the only ship left with any sort of, well, chance to win the game. If he gets close enough, he could torp me out of the water, grab this cap over here, and potentially the destroyer could grab B, and they actually might win. So obviously it's more important for me to stay alive, and then luckily someone helps me out. It's a bit of a shame, because he would have been my Kraken if I had just got my guns on him there, but meh, so be it. So the destroyer is heading for B, and there's no point really taking him on. I'm in a battleship and I don't have a sonar, so it's a much better play just to stick around here. You know, grab this C cap here and just wait for someone else to spot the destroyer in B and then take a shot at him. And again, some people will say, what? Taking a shot at a destroyer from one cap to the other? There's no way that's going to happen with the dispersion on the, you know, German battleships. And to that I say, that's not true. I mean, yeah, you're going to get bad dispersion if you do a full secondary build. And really, secondary builds, they don't work. They're fun, yeah, but you're much better off just go with a normal dispersion build and just use the secondaries as kind of a bonus, really. And yeah, that's all there is to it, really. So the destroyer is spotted, and we're just going to try to line up our guns here. And it's black, and he's wiggling a little bit, and we're going to take a shot, and it looks like we're going to remove him. So that was Tirpitz, still one of the best tier 7 battleships out there. Situational, yes, but a lot of fun to play. And take my advice, don't put secondary build on this thing, and not even on Bismarck. Put a dispersion build on it, just like any other battleship. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you out there.